Hey guys, Vicky here, the crafty chick, coming to you live from my studio here in Middle Tennessee. We're in with the Crafty Friends Unite bunch tonight. They have been going since this morning, and they are going to go till midnight Central Time tonight. I can't believe it. I just saw where they were going to be so long today. That's amazing. Miss Amy is our hostess with the mostest. I don't even plan on trying to pronounce her last name. But she does these every week, and I am glad to be part of it. So, we are going to be shared into some groups here in about 2 minutes. What's everybody doing tonight? Who is on? Hey, Brittany, tell me what you're doing tonight. What are you doing tonight? What you got planned? What you got planned? What you got planned? I, after this, am going to go watch the finals of the NBA. Because you know what? I played basketball in high school. I played basketball. I didn't play rugby or football where you tackle each other and kill each other. Tonight we're going to be making a journal from scratch. Hi, Holly. Hi, Kelvy. RATCH. I mean, really from scratch. Like, starting with a manilla folder from scratch. Yes, we are. Making a journal from scratch. Come and check. I'm going to give you a hint. Check out the coastal theme. I made my own pages and everything this time for this one. I am in on a Whatnot tomorrow. It's called Love Out Loud. And it is supposed to be very colorful. So you'll see why I chose what I did. Because I'm in that tomorrow. And hopefully gonna sell a few journals for people to take and modify themselves, right? If you need my Whatnot information, just type Whatnot and I'll send it to you, or PM me, one or the other. Come and check out my coastal theme. Okay, we're gonna post this, and then we're going to post it in 2 more groups, and we'll be ready to start. Kelvy, we missed you last night in book club. Holly, how was the tornado? Did it miss your area? What happened with that? We all said a little prayer for you when you got off. Hey, Trudy, how are you tonight? How are you? We are going to be making a journal from scratch tonight. If you would, sprinkle me out. There's Crafts by Amy. She's got me in the group. Thank you, ma'am. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so tonight is coastal theme. And I'm going to give you a hint. We're going to go across the way and look at all of these pages. But, just a little hint. This is one of them. This is one of them. And I'll even show you the back. This is the back of one of them. Love those colors. What about y'all? And we're at the sewing machine over here. Here is our cover. So the name of the event is Live Out Loud. Okay. I'm going to point us down and we'll get started. Let's see. Who else is watching the NBA Finals? Anybody? I know Miss Amy's going to be watching crafting all night long. Because this group is going until midnight Central Time. All right, so I've already cut my material, ripped my material. And this is one side. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to rip it a little long. And I'm not used to being over here, but those scissors didn't cut anything, let me tell you. They just went wah-wah. They went wah-wah. So I like combining two projects in one, you know, because time is precious. And I have so many irons in the fire that I'm having trouble getting everything done. Now, let me see. I've got my little iron over here. Didn't realize I was going to need it again. But we're just going to take and iron out this end right here so it's not turned under. There we go. Because for some reason when I rip this particular fabric, it turns under on me. Now we need another one exactly the same size. Okay, there's that. And we'll come down here. And there's that. And let's iron it because it's hard to sew when it's... I did something to my chair today. I picked up some goo something. I don't know. It's not rolling right. And it's a brand new chair. Okay, so what did I do? How did I get to this point? Well, I took my pages, and this is one that didn't make the cut, okay? I took my pages and I trimmed around. Then I came in here and I gave myself about a ½ inch all the way around. So my pages are going to lay inside here. Forgive my fingernails. We all know my nail tech. Sad, sad story. All right. So this is what I've got so far. Then I went and I started with my material, and I'm going to give myself, oh, you know, some room all the way around it. And I'm going to zigzag on the edge is my plan. Now, I don't know what my sewing machine's plan is, but my plan is to zigzag along the edge. Who knows what my machine's plan is? Okay, so I'm going to line it up here and here. I thought about using fusible material in here, but I couldn't figure out how to do it quickly. And of course, I'm like Amy. I waited till the last minute to... And I'm going to go through the paper and all. And I'm going to be able to feel the paper between here. And that's how I'm hoping to zigzag all the way around. I've got kind of a steel blue gray as my this is a whole lot. Let's see what we got going on here. This is short down here and long down here. So let's move it this way a little bit. Let's see. All right, that's good there. So let's... How many people on here sew? Does anybody sew with the sewing machine? Just type the word sew if you do. And then tell me who taught you how to sew. My grandmother taught me how to sew. And taught me some good practices. She didn't let me take the shortcut out on anything. And then, of course, I did take what was it, home ec in high school. My husband took bachelor's living in high school. Now let's see what it's doing over here. Still, just a very little. That's okay. He took bachelor's living, and they learned how to sew a button on. They learned how to, you know, darn their socks. This was back in '02, right? He graduated in '76, and I graduated in '80. Not from the same high school. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. People. Next time, and I've got 2 or 3 more to make, next time I'm going to make it bigger. I will make it at least 1 inch wider all the way around. And then I will come in and cut after I sew. It won't get that nice fringy look, but it will keep me from having the problems that I'm having now. I tried using my zigzag scissors, which would have been perfect for this, but they are not sharp enough. And they are my grandmother's scissors. Amy, who taught you to sew? Or the love of sewing. Maybe not to sew, but the love of sewing. My mama taught me some, but I mostly learned in school. You must have had more than the one class. I just had one class. And in that one class, we had to cook and everything. And it was just half a year. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try it. And I've got them all going the wrong way. All those pins are going the wrong way, but that's okay. I am going to start right here at the corner in a little bit. I'm going to make sure that I'm on a zigzag, a fairly small zigzag, a medium-sized zigzag. Okay. Have I tested it? No. That's kind of funny. I made myself laugh. Let's see where we are with the camera. Carrie learned from her mom. My bonus mom taught me to sew, bake, and lots more. Awesome. Holly said so, sort of. So, sort of. Let's see if I can get my camera. We'll try this. Okay. Might not even want to watch, to be honest. Ah! And my needle falls out first thing. Ah, you can't make this stuff up, people. You can't make this stuff up. Let's see if I can put it back up in there without having to rethread it. I might be able to. Y'all throw some laughy faces. That was funny. Thank you, Miss Beth. Thank you, thank you. I love this fabric too. So let me tell you about my fabric. There we go. I get 1/4 of a yard. I get 1/4 of a yard, and it's big enough to cover if I do a journal out of bookboard, or if I do a journal out of something like this. It's wide enough. Or if I just do an accordion fold, it is wide enough. So 1/4 of a yard is what I buy. And even if I don't catch it on sale at Hobby Lobby, I can afford 1/4 of a yard. I just have to not buy too much. Although I like it all, I have to say, no, Vicki, you can come back next week and buy that other if you really, 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 really want it. Like I said, my next one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have lots left over, and I'll turn and I'll have a lot and I can cut it off, right? Because right now, that line right there was skirting the edge, let me tell you. But the ends don't. The ends are perfect. Now, my sewing's not perfect, but the ends are perfect. It's these links that aren't perfect. So how many of you sew when you are crafting or journaling? Tell me what you sew when you are crafting. Do you make a quilt? Do you just do some top stitching on tags? That's what I do, top stitching on tags and bookmarks and stuff like this. Woo, that was painful. But we be done. We are done, I hope, with the pain. Now, we'll see once we get it over here. And that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Let's take out our pins before we impale ourselves. I love these new little pins. I don't know if you've sewn any lately and see these new little pins. They are so cute. So this journal will be featured tomorrow. If you want to know where and how, PM me and I will send you that information. Okay, so now I'm just going to carry my camera over. So keep your hands and feet inside the camera. Hey, Miss Beth, you're not a sewer at all? Hey, Bonnie Ann. Do I hear that you're going to join us at book club? Are you the Bonnie Ann? Love to have you. We had a great class last night. I think we had a great class last night anyway. And I was the teacher, so I get to say, right? I was the teacher, so I get to say. It was a great class. Some classes aren't great. Like the week before, it was so hard. It was so hard. who taught me how to sew, my grandmother. She taught me best practices. That don't mean I use them at age 64. It just means that she taught me the love of sewing. Hey, Miss Lydia. That's okay. You don't have to join this week. But you can go back and watch any of the replays. You can. Okay. Lydia, we are making a journal from scratch. I designed my own pages. And what has spurred this is I am in an event tomorrow in Whatnot, and it's Live Out Loud, and it's the only thing is I had to be really colorful. So I bought this material last week. Well, then along comes Miss Amy, and she said, do something coastal. Hey, Mary Lou. And so I decided to combine the two. All right? I'm glad you caught me too. So these are papers that I designed today, this afternoon. Okay? And they are coastal, watercolor, and in the same color palette as our journal cover. And I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in there of these. Then we're going to supplement. It's just going to be one signature, okay? Then we're going to supplement with some pages that I have designed, that I have colored. 1, I don't know about this one yet. 2, 3 definitely is going in there. And 4 definitely is going in there. So 4 plus how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8, 16. So that's 32 sides to journal on. Okay? So the first thing we've got to do, I cut all of these on the big, you know, the chomper over there on the floor a minute ago. So I think I'm going to have to even them up just a tad. And this looks like it's my smallest one. So let's put them all under here and even them off to this one. Now, again, this is probably not best practices, but I have a show tomorrow and only have an hour tonight. I can add every once in a while. Not all the time. Okay, and it looks like up and down they were good. It's just some were a little long. Now, we've got to see what we've got. As far as length, we've got, it doesn't matter because these are not going to be long enough. Yes, they are. They sure are. Okay, so we're going to do 25 centimeters. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. Not even using regular measuring. 25 centimeters by 18 centimeters. Woo-wee! All right. I've never done that before. 25 centimeters. By 18 centimeters. All right, there's our 25. And here is our 18. So I dye my paper. I did this paper in 64 pounds. My next paper I'm going to do in 32. 32 and see if it'll hold up well enough. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, we've got a little janky end right here, so I'm gonna cut it off. What did I say? 20, what? 25 centimeters. By, what was that other measurement? And I know the metric system, and I can count. Go me, go me, go me. And then this other was how many? Do y'all remember? I don't. Is it 18 or 19? I don't want to take my hand off this paper. I don't want it to shift on me. Somebody tell me, 18 or 19? 18? 18. 18, 18. Okay, we are ready to start putting. Now, am I going to throw these away? I don't want to. I'll tell you. I have a problem. Thank you, Kenna. Whew, but I'm going to keep that pretty paper. I may use it for something. You never know. All right, so I'm going to take these. And I'm going to fold them in half. And then I'll have to have you help me decide where to put them in my journal. Now, orange. So I've decided I've gone to just Rit dye now because I don't know. Because I'm a weenie when it comes to dyeing, right? I want things to be more, I don't know. I guess I want to know what to expect. And even with Rit dye, you don't know what to expect. All right, so we got 4 of those. So I designed these papers here. And yes, they will. I'll have them available. No. One's upside down. And we're just doing one signature. Isn't this cute? I love it. Cute, cute, cute. This one and the and the one I did with the vintage, places that you get dressed. I thought that was cute too. Okay, which page do we want first? I have a page in mind. Welcome to the Cottage. I think it should be first. But, okay, so the first one we're going to have will be here. And then you open it up and you'll see Welcome to the Cottage. Okay, let's do that one. And then let's do a yellow. And then I think the sea, sunshine, salt air, good vibes. And we'll do the orange. And we may, some of these have little lines on them and some of them don't. This one, we don't want to put these two this close together. So we'll put this one here. Y'all know, I'm just playing at this point. And I definitely don't want this green to be back here in the middle. Oh, look at this one. Okay, so this reminds me of this orange one. So let's put this orange one in the middle, and let's put this green one here. All right, ready? What does signature mean? A signature is a group of papers, okay? Some books have 2 signatures in it, meaning a group of papers like this and a second group of papers like this. Now this is really a little thick for one signature. Usually I would do 4 printed pages and then 3 of the others. But tonight I'm doing 4 and 4. All right? Now, and I cleaned my desk today, but I did not see my little template that I made. I'm going to turn around and just look really quick. I don't see it back here either. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab another sheet of paper. Because I have to do the holes the same here as here. Okay? So let's get these. Okay, here. Now, when you are so you can sew in your pages or you can wrap your pages, and I can show you the difference. All right, so here we are, and I'm going to fold this also, and let's make sure it's laying right here in the center. Okay, And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mark. Now I'm just eyeballing it in the center. I want that a little bit closer. All right, now, let's just measure this to see how close I got. This is 7.5 inches. No, it's not. It's almost 8. So that's almost right in the middle 4. And then I'm coming down 1.25 inches. And I came down 1.25 inches. Look at that. Pretty close. Pretty close, pretty close, pretty close. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to get my awl. Awl, where are you? And I'm going to make a hole in the middle. Make a hole. Make a hole. All right. So there's my pattern right there. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here to my pages. As best I can. And I'm going to now this awl is very, very sharp. And he's going to go straight through. Have your hand out of the way. Okay. I'm going to go on through. Because I have known some people who have injured themselves with the awl. And I am accident prone. And I just feel certain that one day I will be that person as well. All right, so we've got holes all the way through. 3 holes. So I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to throw my awl on the ground. Sneak a drink of water. Now I'm going to get my cover. And I have it folded. I have a little spine in there. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a mark. Because I don't know exactly where that spine is. Because I covered it up. So I'm just making little pin marks here on my material. Let's see how best to do this. Let's see, because I've got my spined out right there. All right, so now I'm going to make my mark. I'm going to make my mark. And I'm going to make my mark. Hopefully I made marks. I did. All right. So now, through, and through. Now I'm going to fold it again to see if they're in the spine. And they are. They're in that little spine. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now, I have waxed thread. Waxed thread. I didn't have this when I first started, and I wished I had. Will you sell these journal pages as a set? Yes, I am going to do that. Well, Lydia, I wasn't that. I didn't care. I didn't care if it was exactly in the middle or not. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and it's supposed to be a half. I don't trust a half. I'm going to go 3 links, and I'm going to go some more. Because I like to have a lot of thread. Now, I need to put my lid back on my awl, but I don't see it. There's a cover that goes on it, but I don't see it, so I'm going to lay it up here. All right, this is wax thread. You get this in the leather department in Hobby Lobby, or you can get it from the Big A. Either one. You need needles that have big eyes. You need a big-eyed needle, yeah, man. A big-eyed needle, yeah, man. Okay, people keep having conversations right over where no, the fabric. Oh, yes. A manila folder. So I'm going to start in the middle. Okay. Take my needle all the way through the middle. I'm going to find my middle of my journal cover. Well, look at there, and there's my awl piece that covers it. All right, I'm going to leave myself quite a bit of room because I have it to give, right? All right, so I come, and now I'm going to choose one. It doesn't matter which one. I chose the top one. I'm going to go in through the top hole and find my holes in here. And they evidently have got all jankied up in there. So I'm just going to pull it all the way through. And we'll just do them 2 at a time if we have to. Or 1 at a time if we have to. Because we know they're going to line up. We just got to get them together. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go all the way past the middle and all the way to the bottom one. And we're going to go through them. All but one. Okay? And then we're going to go then we're going to go through the hole that I made. here. Okay, so it's tight here. All right, now we're going to come back and go through the middle. We've already been through it once. We're going to go through it again. And this is where your starting point is on this side of the line, and your ending point you want on the other side of that line. All right. Why that is crooked, I don't know. Guess we gotta. All right. So now we're gonna take it and tie it. I'm going to tie it in a double knot, and then you can clip them off, or you can tie a little bow. Just for a little decor. Now remember, this is waxed thread, and you find it in the leather department at HL. Fold it up, and there is our journal. Am I opening it right? Okay, let's open it and see if it works. First page. Welcome to the cottage. Hand-dyed paper. We're at the beach. Changing clothes in the old-timey booths. Hand-dyed paper. I love this paper. Here's the old town. Some yellow paper. And we are halfway. What do y'all think? You love this? Lydia's supposed to be organizing again, but she's not. So what do you think I should ask just for this journal? I will add to this journal I may make a front for it. I don't know yet. Out of paper. I will add to this journal some hand-dyed cards just to sweeten the deal. And these can make pockets. Look at her. She's got little polka dots on her. I know, I'm loving the cheerful colors too. So what would you pay for this journal? Already put together? Yes, Bonnie Ann, I will. Now, I've got another one. I've got this one I'm going to do tonight. Same color scheme. Same inside pages. And then I've got I don't know that I'm going to do them all beach. What should I do? Maybe half beach and half the other. Here's another one I'm going to do. That's 3. And I know I've got some chickens. I've got some colorful chickens around here. I don't see them. They must be on the other side of the room. What do you think? Well, mine is across the room. Mine is across the room. I could use 2 different fabrics. I could, if I were that creative. I think that far ahead. You're welcome, Amy. I've enjoyed it. Up after me is Mary Lou with Loving Your Home by Mary Lou. Nobody's going to give me a price on what you think. What you think, what you think. This is going to be a nice little journal. I may need to make my spine bigger on the next one because this one is full. Full. All right, I'm going to show you, oh, here's the other ones. We've got this colorful one. We've got this colorful one. And we've got this colorful one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know who bought all this material. Bonnie, that would be a great price. If I could get that. That would be a great price. And I think I'll make a couple of pages of ephemera to put in there too. Like bookmarks and pockets and stuff like that. Oh, I love the chickens too. Chickens are my favorite. They really did not fit into the most colorful. No, so see, I'll have to do something different. I probably need to dye some paper tonight blue. I only had 1 piece of blue left. And it was torn. But blue would go real well with that. And the orange will go real well in here. And a goldy yellow. But what should the theme be? Thanks for all the hearts. Yes, I think I will. I'll design a cover right here. Definitely. Definitely. Thanks for all the hearts. Bonnie Ann would buy it. Thanks, Bonnie Ann. So what should the theme be just here? And we would do the same theme on this one. In the chicken coop, I think that's too specific. Maybe, though. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do, Kenna? If y'all want the link, me mom's crafty corner. Hello, me mom. Welcome, welcome. If y'all want the link to where I'll be tomorrow, just PM me and I will be glad to give you that. Oh, let me show you some other things I have done for tomorrow. Now, remember, colorful. Colorful, colorful, colorful. All right. So, I chose to take Mr. Tim Holtz people and do a little colorful. I will PM you that, Lydia. And here's a little Tim Holtz dude. And here he is, more, not as colorful. So here are the 3 bookmarks I've done. And then we have journaling cards. Notice I colored the people in this one. And I colored her. Look at the back of this card. It's almost as pretty as the front. Maybe even more pretty. Thanks for all the hearts. Oh boy. Y'all are hearting it up tonight. Okay, Karen wants me to tag her. And Lydia. I will get with Bonnie Ann. Here's one. Now, these are, y'all know I bought a ladies' craft room. And in it were die cuts. And I don't normally use die cuts. But this was a Polaroid camera picture. And then in the middle, I put the cutout of a camera. So here's our Tim Holtz. What do y'all think of these? Do you like these? Okay, it is time to go see Mary Lou. If you asked me to send you the link, I'll do it, Miss Bonnie Ann. And Bonnie Ann and Karen did. But if not, PM me. If I didn't just call your name, Bonnie Ann and Carolyn, PM me and I'll send it to you. Okay? Guys, thanks for joining me. Amy is the best. Thank Amy. Go and follow her. Crafts by Amy. Please give her a good follow. And I will see you next time. Good night, everyone.